the trillionaire life of Qatar's royal family. Although royalty is often linked with wealth and elegance, Qatari royals live, breathe, and dine in the lap of luxury. Despite their global prestige, only few monarchs can claim to possess football teams, private islands, or enormous ships. The term kings among kings perfectly describes the Fez royals. Come along with me as we explore their opulent lifestyle, complete with gold and glitter. The estimated net worth of the Al Thani family is $335 billion, which is nothing short of astounding. Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani, the leader of the royal family, alone is worth almost $2 billion. Their vast real estate holdings are a major source of their wealth. Among their most beautiful homes is the Al Rayyan Palace. The expansive estate that is this mansion exudes elegance and grace. Large courtyards, beautiful gardens, and imposing facades are all visible from the outside. The palace's interior is furnished with magnificent marble floors and chandeliers made of gold crystal. The castle also has a fleet of high-end vehicles, a helicopter, and a private movie theater. Al Shakab Stud Farm is another noteworthy residence. In addition to being a palace, it is a top-notch horse-keeping facility. Al Shakab was founded in 1992 with the goal of conserving the Arabian horse breed by Sheikh Hamad bin Khalifa Al Thani, the former emir of Qatar. The farm has a veterinarian clinic, training facilities, and opulent stables that are all intended to give horses the best care possible. The homes in Al Thani are not just in Qatar. The Dudley House in London is one of their most recognizable overseas homes. Dudley House, one of the priciest private homes in the world, was acquired in 2006 for an estimated $105 million. This early 19th century structure, which is Grade 2 listed, has been meticulously restored to its former splendor. With gilded ceilings, antique furnishings, and precious artwork, the interiors pay homage to grandeur. The property is a veritable palace in the center of London, complete with a private movie theater, ballroom, and wine cellar. The Hotel Lambert, a 17th century palace on the Ile Saint-Louis in Paris, is owned by the Al Thani family. The estate, which was purchased in 2007 for an estimated $88.9 million, has a private chapel, large salons, and a gorgeous garden with a view of the Seine River. Al Safliya Island, the Al Thani family's own island off the coast of Doha, reflects their love of luxury. This private haven is a haven of beautiful sand beaches, glistening waterways, and verdant surroundings. The island has a number of opulent villas, each with a helipad and private beach pool. Yes, you read correctly. Every villa has its own helipad. A magnificent home with opulent decor and expansive views of the Arabian Gulf serves as the island's primary residence. The Royal Palace in Doha, also called the Emir-e-Diwan, is one of the most spectacular contemporary homes owned by the Al Thani family. The political authority of Qatar is centered on this magnificent palace, which also serves as the emir's official residence. The complex, which has 15 palaces and a parking lot with more than 500 spaces, is plated in gold. Even their maid's $41 million Manhattan residence is part of the Al Thani property holdings. Doesn't that kind of make you want to join the servants? If any spaces become available, I'll notify you. It's hardly surprising that the Al Thani family has a love for expensive cars, given their enormous riches. The Bugatti Veyron is one of the most valuable pieces in their collection. The Veyron Grand Sport Vitesse is one of the hypercars owned by the Al Thani family. This specific model is worth over $2 million and has a peak speed of nearly 400 kilometers per hour. The Lamborghini Veneno is another exceptional piece in their collection. Only 9 of these cars were ever made, making them very rare. The Al Thani family was able to acquire not one, but 2 of these works of art. The Veneno is one of the priciest automobiles in the world, with each one valued at over $4 million. Another treasure in their collection is the Ferrari LaFerrari. A V12 engine and an electric motor work together to produce an incredible 950 horsepower in this hybrid hypercar. Among the several LaFerraris owned by the Al Thani family is the extremely rare LaFerrari Aperta, which is worth more than $5 million. A mainstay in the Al Thani family's collection is the Rolls-Royce Phantom. The Phantom is a symbol of riches and is renowned for its unmatched comfort and elegance. Each of the many Phantoms owned by the Al Thani family has been specially built to meet their needs. Another standout item in their collection is the McLaren P1. This hybrid hypercar blends state-of-the-art technology with scorching speed. Among the several P1s owned by the Al Thani family is the extremely rare P1 GTR, which is worth more than $3 million. Only 77 Aston Martin 177s were ever made, making it a unique and uncommon vehicle in their collection. One of the rarest and most sought-after vehicles in the world is the 177. The value of each 177 exceeds $2 million. Another opulent vehicle in the Al Thani family's collection is the Mercedes-Maybach S600. The S600 is a favorite among the world's elite because of its smooth ride and opulent cabin. Several S600s are owned by the Al Thani family. Another notable item in their collection is the Porsche 918 Spyder. With the help of an electric motor and a V8 engine, this hybrid hypercar produces an incredible 877 horsepower. Each of the many 918 Spyders owned by the Al Thani family is specially built to their requirements. The Al Thani family's remarkable art and jewelry collection is another indication of their riches, in addition to their real estate and automobiles. Sheikh Abdullah bin Jassim Al Thani, who ruled Qatar from 1913 to 1949, started collecting Islamic art and cultural artifacts in the early 20th century, which is when the Al Thani family's art collection first started. The basis for what would grow to be one of the largest and most valuable art collections in the world was established by Sheikh Abdullah's desire to preserve Qatar's cultural legacy. The Al Thani family had the resources to greatly increase their collection as Qatar's wealth increased, especially following the discovery of oil in the 1940s. Sheikh Khalifa bin Hamad Al Thani, who governed Qatar from 1973 until 1995, further stoked the family's love of art. The purchase of both Islamic and Western art increased significantly during the rule of Sheikh Khalifa. The Card Players by Paul Cézanne is among the most well-known works in the Al Thani family's collection. This masterwork, which was purchased for an astounding $250 million in 2011, is regarded as one of the most costly paintings ever sold. Cézanne produced a series of 5 paintings in the late 19th century, including the Card Players. The painting's portrayal of 2 peasants playing cards is a vivid illustration of rural France's daily existence. The Shahnameh of Shah Tahmasp, a Persian manuscript from the 16th century, is another outstanding item in the family's collection. Often referred to as the Book of Kings, this book is among the best specimens of Islamic art. It tells the legendary stories of Persian rulers and heroes with more than 200 images and elaborate calligraphy. The Al Thani family's wealth grew along with oil output. They diversified their economic holdings and carefully reinvested the oil industry's riches in building the nation's infrastructure. The creation of Qatar Petroleum, the state-owned oil and gas corporation, was one of the main areas of investment. Qatar Petroleum, which was established in 1974, grew to be the main driver of the national economy and a significant source of income for the Al Thani family. Extraction and production were only one aspect of the Al Thani family's participation in the oil and gas sector. They also made investments in constructing the pipelines, export terminals, and refineries required to sustain the sector. The nation's economy and the family's riches were further enhanced by these investments, which made it possible for Qatar to process and export its oil and gas in an efficient manner. The founding of the Qatar National Bank, or QNB, in 1964 was another early endeavor. Being the nation's first commercial bank, QNB was essential in fostering the expansion of several sectors and offering both consumers and companies financial services. Beyond QNB, the Al Thani family made significant stakes in the banking industry. In 2005, they also created the nation's sovereign wealth fund, the Qatar Investment Authority, or QIA. In order to manage and excess oil and gas sector income and maintain Qatar's long-term financial stability, QIA was established. The fund makes investments in a number of industries, both domestically in Qatar and internationally, such as technology, infrastructure, and real estate. The Qatar Foundation is a non-profit organization devoted to community development, education, and research that was founded in 1995 by Sheikh Hamad bin Khalifa Al Thani, the country's then emir. The flagship project of the Qatar Foundation, Education City, is home to campuses of several esteemed foreign institutions, offering top-notch instruction to Qatari students and drawing in talent from all over the world. The Al Thani family have made large investments in a number of industries, such as infrastructure, technology, and banking. They have further diversified their investment portfolio by acquiring shares in technology firms such as Siemens, Barclays, and Volkswagen. Football is the family's favorite sport, and they have hosted international tournaments. The Paris Saint-Germain Football Club was purchased by Qatar Sports Investments, a division of the Qatar Investment Authority. In 2011, Nasser Al Khalifa, the chairman of Qatar Sports Investments and a close friend of the Al Thani family, was responsible for this action. The family's participation as sponsors and benefactors of significant art events further demonstrates their importance in the art world. The family's love of luxury and speed extends beyond automobiles. Additionally, they are drawn to custom supercars that are both fast and exclusive. Consider the Lykan Hypersport, a hypercar featuring a holographic display system and headlamps adorned with diamonds. It is a car that attracts attention and demonstrates the family's wish to acquire the rarest pieces of automotive history, as only 7 were ever made. However, the Al Thani's passion for high-end automobiles extends beyond their love of land. It also reaches out to the sea. They have an equally remarkable collection of boats, each one more opulent than the previous. We have come to the end of this video. Kindly like, share, and subscribe for more videos like this.